All right, this question is to help with the Hailstone AP Computer Science free response question. This is type number 1, and I'm not sure what it looks like for you in the AP classroom. I wish I could see it from a student, but hopefully you can find the one that talks about Hailstone. That's the one you should be working on for today. And there's 3 parts to it. Part A talks about the length of a sequence. So it's kind of like any pattern, like you might take a sequence and like double the numbers or do something like Fibonacci. How Hailstone works is they have a number n. If it's 1, it ends, the sequence ends. If it's an even number, you divide n by 2 to get the next term. If it's odd, you get the next term by multiplying n by 3 and adding 1. Right? And they tell us that eventually it'll always get to 1 and terminate. Right? So they have some pretty good examples, which I think help really make sense of this question. So here's the first one, starts with 5, n is 5. And so the second term, because it's odd, we multiply by 3 and add 1 to get 16 for the next term. That one's even. So to get the third term, you just divide it by 2 to get 8. It's another even one, divided by 2 to get 4. Even again, divided by 2 to get 4. 2 is even one more time, divided by 2 to get 1. And then it finally terminates because 1 is the ending case. All right, and so in this case, our method would have to return 6 because the length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and if you want to look through the rest of them in more detail, you can. This one would have a length of 4. All right, but for part A, we just have to take n, the starting number, which in this case was 5, and then in this one is 8, and then figure out what would the length be for that given starting number. So we just have to continue the pattern and figure out how many terms it is. All right, one of the big tricks to note here is you don't actually have to print out the terms. You just have to return an int that represents the length. Okay, so for part A, I'm going to do it in Eclipse here. I'm not sure how they're going to let you do it on the AP test. I know you can use an editor, but I'm not sure how you're going to submit your answers. Looks like on this one, they have you kind of just type in this editor here, which is a nightmare. You have the method heading, and then you can start to type the code. But it doesn't have any of the nice Eclipse features, and also you can't tab because tab goes to the next thing on the website. So that's kind of insane. So I don't know if you want to type, copy this heading down into Eclipse and then type the method in that way you can, without the rest of the code in there, and then paste it back in here, however you want to do it. For me, I'm just going to type it in Eclipse to show you the answer here. Okay. So the idea is we have to count the length. So I'm going to make a variable that tracks the length, and it's actually going to start at 1 because like the first number n, in that first example, I think it was 5. That is a length of 1. So it starts off with whatever this is a length of 1, that first value of n. All right, and so this is a really good example of a while loop. We don't know how many times we have to loop, but we have a condition. We want to loop while that number n is not equal to 1, right? And again, it guarantees that I'll hit 1 at some point in the question. And so as long as it's not equal to 1, we want to say if n is even, so mod 2 equals 0. So if the remainder when you divide by 2 is 0, that means even. All right, so if it is even, we just divide it by 2. So we're going to update n to be n divided by 2. Okay, otherwise it must be an odd number. Okay, so if it's odd, then we want to do n is going to be 3 times n plus 1. Okay, and then I just sitting here realized that I actually kind of messed this up because 1 is well, actually, I don't know. If it is 1, it actually won't even enter this loop, right? So I guess I'm okay. I was thinking I might need a case here to check when n is 1 because we don't want it to fall into the odd case, then we want it to stop. Right? Even though 1 is odd, we don't want it to stop. But I think you won't ever enter the loop if n is 1. So at any rate, this will just generate the next term in the sequence, right? And then each time we generate a new term, the length should also increase by 1, right? Because we have 1 new term, right? And this will keep going, increasing the length by 1 while we generate new terms. Once we're done generating terms, right? So on the last time through, it'll generate a 1, and will update to 1, right? We'll increase the length to count that term, and then we'll be done, right? So after the loop exits, we can just return the length because that should be the right length of our Hailstone sequence. So that's part A. Can't quite get it all fit in there. Again, you can type in any clips if you want. You just have to paste in the heading. I think I made a class called Hailstone and then started to put in the methods. It's a little goofy doing it this way because it might not compile because they don't always give you all the code in these little classes, but I kind of like doing any clips. And again, I'm not sure how it's going to actually look on the AP test. I'm hoping they'll give more information about that later. All right, that's it. Post with questions if you have them.